You don't need to chase women. That's not what a man of God does. A man of God chases purpose. He chases growth. And above everything else, he chases God. Because when a man is truly walking with God, he doesn't have to run after people just to feel chosen. The right woman will notice him, not because of his looks, not because of his money, not because of how smooth he talks, but because of the spirit that's leading him. When you chase women, you often end up forcing connections that were never meant to last. You mistake attention for affection, validation for love, and that kind of love always leaves you empty. If a woman only wants you when you're constantly chasing her, she's not drawn to you. She's drawn to the attention you provide. That's not love. That's ego. A godly woman doesn't need to be chased. She observes character. She notices consistency. She respects discipline. She watches how you walk with God when no one else is watching. That's the kind of woman worth waiting for. And to the women listening, let's be honest for a moment. Our culture has normalized the idea that love means being chased. Even when the man is sincere, we call it the chase. But most of the time, it's just pride. Love is not a game of who can ignore who longer. It's not manipulation. It's not power. Love is partnership. Even God doesn't force love. He invites. He pursues, yes, but he waits for a response. Now let's go deeper. Adam didn't chase Eve. Adam was working when God brought her to him. He was placed in a garden with responsibility, boundaries, and purpose. He wasn't wandering around desperate for love. He was walking with God. And then God said, "It is not good for man to be alone." Notice this. God didn't respond to Adam's loneliness. He responded to Adam's readiness. That's the pattern. Purpose first, presence first, relationship after. But today, many men flip the order. They chase Eve before learning how to manage the garden. They want a woman before developing self-control. They want intimacy before obedience. And that's why so many end up hurt, bitter, or empty. Because they tried to build love on emotion instead of foundation. Listen carefully. You cannot lead a woman if you cannot lead yourself. You cannot build a healthy relationship if your relationship with God is neglected. And you will never find peace if your main pursuit is pleasure. Every time you chase a woman for validation, you're telling God that His approval isn't enough. And sometimes God allows those relationships to fail, not to punish you, but to protect you. Not every woman you're chasing is bad, but if you're not ready, you'll still ruin it. Purpose must come before passion. So work on your spiritual health, work on your mind, work on your calling. That's what makes a man attractive, not desperation, not smooth words, not constant texting. A disciplined man commands respect without begging for attention. That's what people notice. There's a difference between pursuit and chasing. Pursuit is intentional. Chasing is desperate. Pursuit comes from identity. Chasing comes from fear of being alone. Godly pursuit says, "I'm interested, but I won't lose myself to prove my worth." Worldly chasing says, "Please choose me so I can feel valuable." You can show interest without surrendering your identity. You can pursue without begging. And if she doesn't see your value, that's okay. You were never meant to convince her. The right woman won't need convincing. She'll recognize what God has already built in you. Now to the women again. You say you want a man who leads, who's confident, who loves God. But you reject those men because they don't play games. You say you want peace, but you're still drawn to chaos. If peace feels boring, It's because you've confused love with excitement. A godly man won't entertain insecurity just to keep your attention. He'll challenge you to grow. He'll pray for you. He'll correct you when needed. Not to control you, but to protect you. That's leadership. Here's the truth both sides need to hear. Love is not one person chasing while the other hides. It's two people chasing God and meeting on the same path. It's not 50-50. It's 100-100. It's not about who texts first or who cares more. It's about who is willing to love like Christ.
And loving like Christ means sacrifice, humility, dying to pride. Jesus never played games with us. He didn't say, "Chase me until you deserve my love." He gave his love freely, but he never begged anyone to accept it. He pursued, but he did not chase. There is a difference. So men, stop begging for love from people who don't value you. Stop chasing attention. Start chasing purpose. Every time you grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, you become the kind of man a godly woman prays for. Because she's not looking for a man who looks busy. She's looking for a man who has become something. You don't need a relationship to feel valuable. You need God to restore your identity. Learn to be at peace in your own garden. Walk with God daily until your soul stops craving validation. And when that day comes, when you've built something real with God, He will bring the right person into your life. Not because you chased her, but because you became someone worth finding. So stop chasing people. Start chasing God. Because when you truly walk with Him, the right people won't confuse you, won't play games with you, won't need to be chased. They'll recognize you, not because of how hard you tried, but because they see the same God working in you that's working in them. That's real love. That's worth waiting for. When God writes your story, you don't chase what's yours. You walk in obedience. And what's meant for you walks straight into your life.